What's going on today, YouTube? My name is Spencer and welcome to a brand new video where today I'm going to talk to you about the top 10 things that every artist needs. Now this is just my list, so if you want to rant in the comment section about how wrong I am, go ahead and do so. It'll help the algorithm. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. At number 10, I have coffee. Let's face it, without this, I wouldn't even be making this video right now. This is my third cup today. Please send help. At number 9, I have a medium, or something to draw on. This could be paper, it can be your iPad. If you're a child, it could be a wall. This is really just something to make art on. Now, if you have something to draw on, you're gonna need something to draw with. I bring to you a pencil or paintbrush, Apple Pencil, something to draw with. For me, I like to use pencils because I like to sketch my art out before I do it. Or an Apple Pencil if I'm drawing digitally. At number 7, I have an eraser. If you're an artist or even a human at all, you're gonna make mistakes. This little guy can help you get rid of those mistakes. Now, from this point on, this list is gonna become more specific to the way I make art and what products I use. At number 6, we have inking pens. Inking pens are really vital to the art I make. My art would be a lot different without inking. Now, a couple of videos back, I actually did an art piece where I drew without really using any lines at all. And I thought it was a good way to change things up, but most of the time I'm gonna use lines. And at number 5, we have markers. These are specifically Copic markers, but I have other brands. Really with number 5, I mean any way to color your art. Now, I hear what you're saying, but Spencer, I don't like using colors with my art. That's completely fine. With my art, I like using colors. I think it just makes it a lot more interesting. And at number 4, we have white pens. Now, white pens aren't really useful on white paper. I mean, you're not gonna see anything. But when used correctly, you can make your art pop out a lot more with white pens. I'll show a couple art pieces that I use white pens to make it stand out a bit more. And yeah, this is one of the less essential ones on the list, but it's worth mentioning. Now, with these last 3, these aren't necessarily physical things. They're more intangible, if you will. At number 3, we have inspiration. As artists, we're always looking at what other artists are doing. This can be a good thing, or this can be a bad thing. What I have found in the past 5 years with my art is that my taste in art has changed and developed over time. And this year specifically, I've made a few very intentional changes to my art style, and that's all because I take inspiration from other artists. The caveat to that is to look out for when you're comparing yourself to other artists. You should never feel less about yourself because of what other artists are making. Some artists have years and years of experience, and you might not have that. So there's no reason to feel less about yourself just because your art might not look as good as their art. Art takes a lot of time and practice, and we'll talk about practice shortly. You should definitely learn from other artists, but you should avoid comparing yourself to them. At number 2, I have practice. Practice does not make perfect, but it does make progress. Now, it's great to make finished art pieces in the way that you like to do it, but you should definitely take the time, and we'll talk about that later too, to develop your craft, to hone in your skills and improve. Now, good ways to practice is to reference other artists, reference professionals. You should always use reference, even with your finished art pieces. Now, I try to avoid directly copying somebody else's art, especially if I'm posting it somewhere, but you can still use references in a way that isn't copying it one for one. What's up, guys? This is Spencer in the future. I just wanted to clarify that I actually do think it's okay to copy other artists, especially for practice. If you are going to post it somewhere, I would just recommend that you give credit to the original artist if it's not obvious already. You guys probably already know this, but I just want to clarify. Anyways, back to the video. Another good option is to take your own references. Take some pictures, use that as reference. Another good way I practice is just with YouTube videos. If there's a certain area in art that I want to improve on, I will just look it up. I mean, it's easy. We have the internet. And at number 1, I have time management. I cannot stress enough how important it is to manage your time wisely. I completely understand getting in the zone with your art, but you should always try to take breaks every now and then. I try to take breaks like every 30 minutes because of how terrible my art posture is. It's also important to spend time in other aspects of your life as well. Spend time with family, spend time with friends, if you have any. Take the necessary time for your health, whether that's your physical health, whether it's your mental health. If there's any takeaway from this video, it's to spend your time wisely. Well, that's all I have for this video. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.